guys, how's it going? DeathGun here, along with the Bearded Bastard.
How's it going?
And for once, nothing got said. I'm so happy about this.
I'll let you have it this one time.
Thank Christ.
This one time. He could be DeathGun today, or else you guys already know his name. Comment below if you remember his name from our previous videos. Alright, so I'm coming at you with a updated profile for my Blue Eyes Chaos Max deck profile post January 2020 ban list. Alright, so let's get right into it. Of course, for any Blue Eyes deck, Chaos Max or regular Blue Eyes, you have to play 3, of course, of the Blue Eyes White Dragon. He's the ultimate creature of destruction. He has, you know, the best stats in Yu-Gi-Oh! For a normal monster. He's awesome. We got the one alternative, because we could search him, and if you open up the him or the other one, it's not a total brick in hand if you don't open anything else, because you can search one with Melody. On to the ritual monsters. Of course, you've got to play 3 Chaos Max. The boss monster of the deck, one of your main win conditions, not the only main win condition, but obviously you guys know this deck is made to go second. For those of you that don't know what he does, he can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects, and he inflicts double piercing damage to anything he attacks. I run one of his little brother, the Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon. For you guys that don't know what he does, is that he sets up for the OTK for Chaos Max. Whenever he attacks into something, it doesn't work when something attacks into him. He switches the battle positions of as many of your opponent's monsters as possible and changes their attack and defense to 0 permanently. So how you do it, if you have both on board, you attack with him. If they have at least one monster in attack position, it's gonna make him go to defense and go to 0, and he inflicts regular piercing, not double piercing, and also has the same protection as Chaos Max, where he can't be targeted or destroyed.
And isn't he 40 bucks?
I don't know.
I think I saw him at $38 on the price app.
Okay, so he's expensive. Apparently, DeathGun keeps up with the prices more than I do. I do run one Amorphactor Pain, the Draco Overlord. You guys are like, why the hell do you run this card? He has no synergy with the deck. Yes, he does. You can get him out with Advanced Ritual Art because we run a crap ton of level 8s. If you don't know what he does, he is one of your main going first plays. I only run one because I can search him if my opponent makes me go first. His effect is that if he is Ritual Summoned, your opponent has to skip their main phase 1 of the next turn. So they get no battle phase. And he's also a skill drain to Exceeds, Synchros, and Fusion monsters while they're on the field.
It's a pain in the ass.
It's pretty great. And then for the last 2 ritual monsters we currently main, I run 2 Impcantation Chalislime. This card's great. It's a floater in your hand. You can reveal it and discard any card in your hand or itself to special summon any Impcantation from deck. Now on to the rest of the ritual engine. My only 3 normal summons currently in this build that I'm running are the 3 Manjus. Manju's been around for a long time. Upon normal summon, adds a ritual spell or a ritual monster. He's great. Now on to the Impcantation engine. Everybody likes to change their ratios on how they run this. This has been working the best for me. I haven't opened up with too many bricks or too many of the same one where the engine doesn't work as well. I run 2 Talismandra, 2 Candoll, 2 Penciplume, and 1 Bookstone. If you guys don't know, the Impactations all get their effects when they're special summoned from the deck. Talismandra lets you add a ritual monster. Candoll lets you add a ritual spell. And I forget, Penciplume and Bookstone, one of them lets you recycle a ritual spell from grave, and the other one lets you recycle a ritual monster from grave. The only reason we're maining him is because Altergeist is a thing, and Dark Magicians that run Secret of the Spellcasters is a thing, and that card's annoying, and he's the only spellcaster.
For Bookstone?
Yeah. One random card right here. I'm running 1 Lava Golem. Normally this would be in my side. I would play Chaos Dragon Levineer if I had another one of him, but the only one I have is in another deck. So I'm going to get another Levineer and main it, and this would be what Levineer is going to be. On to our draw engines and add engines. 3 of the best draw spell in the game right now. Pot of Extravagance. This deck does not care about its extra deck at all for a win condition, so we could just main this and literally like it's a free +1 as long as it's not negated. I know this card has a very big price point right now, and if you guys are looking for budget alternatives, run trade-in. It's not as good, but it works. I mean, there's a reason why these cards are close to $100 is because there's not really any absolute alternative for it. Like they're that good in what they're played in. Continuing on, we run the 3 Melody, searches any of the Ritual Dragons as well as the Blue Eyes are the alternative. 2 Bingo Machine Go, searches any of the Blue Eyes cards or the spells or traps that list Blue Eyes in their text. Only run 2 because you only want to see 1 show up in the hand. It is a hard once per turn and it's a brick if you open multiples. Ritual spells, 3 ARA and 3 Chaos Form, and 1 Impcantation Inception. So Chaos Form banishes Blue Eyes from grave or Blue Eyes from hand to special summon. Advanced Ritual Art sends a normal monster from the deck to ritual summon. If you guys don't know what Inception does, if you have your Impactations on field, it lets you ritual summon a monster whose total level of stars equal or exceed the level of the ritual monsters. So it works because some of the Impactations have like really high levels, so it's kind of dumb. But you could still bring out, if this is your only ritual in hand, ritual spell in hand, and you have some Impactations on board, you can still get one of your beaters out. For the alternate win condition of this deck outside of the actual dragon monsters, the last things I run are 1 Xian Spy, 2 Creature Swap. So the idea behind this is when you just have Impactations on board, give your opponent a monster, they have to give you one, and they can't change their battle position. So if the Impactation is in defense and you bring out Chaos Max, provided they have no way to stop the battle phase, that's game. Because the Impactations don't have any attack or defense, and you gave them one of yours, so it's on their field, and Chaos Max does double piercing. Xian Spy is kind of similar, except this is, I main only 1 because for back row decks, if the opponent does not summon any monsters and they just like to set 5 cards for some reason, this one gives you one of their monsters while they don't have to have a monster on field to give you. So, same effect, but they don't have to have control a monster like with Creature Swap. And the last card I am maining right now is only 1 of the Ultimate Creature of Destruction. Now, before you guys comment and say, why aren't you maining 3? This card is so good. I agree with you. This card is really good. It's total protection for any one of your Blue Eyes monsters for a turn. However, we like to go second, and we don't like it to go longer than the actual first turn we get to go. This card is dead going second because it has to sit on the field for a turn before you can activate it. So I like to main 1. I side the other 2 if my opponent makes me go first. And that's the way I'm playing this right now. That's 41 card main deck. The only thing I would change currently right now is, like I said, the Levineer. When I get another one, I will. Onto the extra deck. I do side Zaborg, so I run 3 of Herald of the Arclight, 1 Cyframe Omega, and 3 of the Elder Entity Entis. I don't know how to pronounce that. So I do side Zaborg. I don't main him anymore. I like the Manju for more ritual consistency as my normal summon. If you guys don't know what these do, Zaborg's effect, if I had him in the main, tributes himself to send 8 cards from both players' extra decks to the grave, and if I tribute a light monster, which he is, I get to choose which one's sent. So I would send these 3. These are 3 pops on the field, and the heralds are 3 adds of ritual spells and or ritual monsters, 1 for each card sent.
It's nuts.
And then the rest is just a bunch of like pretty much every rank 8 package that this deck can make. 1 Ding, Galaxy Eyes Cypher Blade, regular Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Photon, Divine Dragonite Felgran, Hope Harbinger, number 90 Photon Lord, and just for some cheeky crap in time, number 23 Lancelot, because he attacks directly pops a card and automatically negates anything that tries to respond to either of those.
To either side of the field.
It's a mandatory negate, guys. So even if you activate an effect after that happens, it negates your own effect.
So couldn't you run Sanafon in there too?
I might swap one of these out for Sanafon, but like I said, I hardly ever go into my extra deck because all of the Impactations have the clause where if they're on field, I can't special summon from the extra deck. So the only way I would ever be able to even go into any of these is if I got them off field. I just use them as extravagance targets. And for the side deck, like I said, the other two ultimate creatures of destruction, if my opponent likes to make me go first, I have three twin twisters. I know they're commons. I don't feel like picking up more foils. I have like 3 different play sets of 3 different foils in all the other decks I play, and I'm tired of swapping them all.
Yeah, the ultras are like $2.
Want to buy them for me?
I might consider it if I get a chance to get up there.
Okay, so just in case I want to do some more punishment of just taking and giving monsters, I side the other 2 Shian Spy and the 1 creature swap. Once I take out the Lava Golem, I do side the other 2 Lava Golems to make it an even 3.
Shouldn't you play the Bakura card then, the one that lets you search out the Fiend?
I don't need to. I do a lot of drawing and adding already and cycling through my deck. And I only side 2 Zaborgs.
The giant douche mark.
Yeah, he's really great. I told you what he does earlier. And yeah, sometimes I'll go into this like just to throw my opponent off if they don't think I'm siding this, because they'll make me go first. I'll side in the whole Zaborg package and they'll just be like, I auto lose because I'll send all of the cards of whatever makes their combo pieces.
Which he's done that to DeathGun many times.
Yes, I have. He's cried, literally.
Yes.
And I do side 1 more Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon because the situation has come up where I needed another one, and 1 more of the Amorphactor Pain for like consistency against like fusion decks. I might main 2 of this when MR5 comes out because the new master rule that he's going to be so much more effective against any decks that run fusion synchros or exceeds. That is the profile, guys. I hope you liked it. Leave a thumbs up, leave a comment. Let me know how you're playing this deck. It's DeathGun and R.O.G. signing out.
You guys have a great day.